I greet you all and welcome you to the lesson. The subject is strategic management. We are moving to the third topic, which is strategy levels and intent. This topic has 8 subtopics: 1, corporate strategy; 2, business strategy; 3, operational strategy; 4, functional strategy; 5, vision statement; 6, mission statement; 7, strategic objectives; 8, statement of corporate values. Today we begin with the corporate strategy, but first of all, we have to define what we mean by strategy levels and intent. What's the meaning of strategy levels and strategy intent? Now, strategy levels and intent refer to the different tiers of strategic making or strategic planning within an organization and the desired outcomes or goals associated with each level. So you have strategy levels and intent. Each strategy level has its own intent or desired outcomes. So these levels form a hierarchy, with each level contributing to the overall success of the organization. So strategy levels are the different tiers of strategic planning, and strategy intent is the desired outcome. Strategy intent refers to the desired outcomes or goals that an organization aims to achieve through its strategic planning. And strategy intent provides a sense of direction and purpose, including the organization's actions, decisions, and so on. So a strategic intent can be expressed in various forms, such as the vision statement, the mission statement, or the specific objectives. So that is the meaning of strategy levels and intent. Strategy levels, I repeat, are the different tiers of strategic planning, whereas strategy intent are the desired outcomes or goals of each strategic level. So let's start with the first strategy level, which is corporate strategy. Corporate strategy, that is the first one, based on our syllabus. Corporate strategy. Now, corporate strategy is the highest level of strategic planning. It is the highest level of strategic planning within an organization. It is the highest level of strategic planning. It is the highest level or tier of strategic planning within an organization, and it outlines the overall direction and scope of the company, focusing on how to create value across its business units and operations. And this level considers the company's mission, vision, and the long-term goals, and it guides decision making at the corporate level. It guides decision making at the corporate level. Let us outline some of the key components of corporate strategy. Elements or components. Elements. What are the elements of corporate strategy? Now, the key elements of corporate strategy include what we call portfolio management. Portfolio management. Portfolio management. Corporate strategy involves deciding which businesses or markets the company should enter, which markets should the company exit, or which market should the company invest in. It aims to create a balanced portfolio that maximizes overall value and minimizes risks. And that might involve acquiring new businesses. It may involve divesting the underperforming units. It may involve allocating resources to different areas and so on. So a portfolio, in other words, is a combination of assets or projects. That's the meaning of a portfolio. A portfolio means a set of investments or projects or assets. So one element of strategic level, one element of corporate strategy level is portfolio management. It involves deciding which businesses or markets to enter, exit, or invest in. That's the first element. The second element is resource allocation. Resource allocation. Resource allocation. Corporate strategy determines how resources are allocated across different business units, across different functions. And that includes the financial resources, the human resources, the technology as a resource, brand equity as a resource, and so on. So the goal is to optimize resource utilization to achieve the company's overall objectives. So that's the second element of corporate strategy. The third element, organizational design. Organizational design. Corporate strategy defines the structure and governance of the organization, and that involves decisions about centralization versus decentralization. That may involve the roles and responsibilities of different units and also the mechanisms of coordination and control. Organizational design is an element of corporate strategy. 4, synergy creation. Creating synergy. Corporate strategy aims to create synergies between different business units. That means leveraging shared resources. It may also mean leveraging shared capabilities or knowledge to achieve a greater overall impact than the sum of the individual parts or products and so on. You understand? Synergies can be created through shared infrastructure. It can be achieved through cross-selling products or transferring expertise. So that is the work or an element within the corporate strategy tier. Synergy creation. 5 is corporate branding. Corporate branding is an element of corporate strategy, and this includes developing and managing the company's overall brand identity. All right, it is at this level that the brand identity is managed, the overall brand identity, and that involves defining the company's values, positioning. It includes messaging and ensuring consistency across all business units and communication channels. So these are the 5 key elements of corporate strategy. Now let's discuss briefly the types of corporate strategies. Types of corporate strategies. Types of corporate strategies. Now, the first type of corporate strategy is growth strategies. Growth strategies. These strategies focus on expanding the company's size and the company's reach through various means such as market penetration, market development, product development, or through diversification process. So that is one type of corporate strategy, growth strategies. Then we have stability strategies. Stability strategies. These strategies aim to maintain the company's current position in the market, and that may involve um, operational efficiency. That may also involve consolidating the market share or focusing on niche markets. Stability strategies, maintaining the company's current position in the market. 3, renewal strategies. This is what is also known as renewal strategies. These strategies are used when a company is facing decline or underperformance. They might involve retrenchment, turnaround, or restructuring efforts or restructuring efforts. So these are 3 types of corporate strategies: growth strategies, stability strategies, and renewal strategies. So that's all as for the corporate strategy, which is the first strategy level. We've said that it is the highest level of strategic planning. We've identified 5 elements: portfolio management, resource allocation, organization design, synergy creation, and corporate branding. Then we've summarized 3 types of corporate strategy, that is the growth strategies, stability strategies, and renewal strategies. Now, the ultimate intent of corporate strategy, I need to emphasize, is to create sustainable competitive advantage and long-term value for the company's shareholders. And that might involve making strategic choices that align with the company's mission, vision, and values while responding to the dynamic external environment. And corporate strategy sets the direction for the entire organization, and it also provides a framework for decision making at all levels. It sets the direction. It is the basis of these other strategies, which we will be discussing later. In our next lesson, we are going to discuss the business strategy. Then we move on to operational strategy and the functional strategy. So this corporate strategy sets the direction for the entire organization. So these other strategies will be to be developed based on the direction that is set by the corporate strategy. So here's our today assignment. Assignment 1. How does a company's corporate strategy align with its overall mission and long-term goals? 2. What factors should a company consider when deciding whether to diversify its business portfolio through mergers, acquisitions, or new ventures? 3. How can a company's corporate strategy adapt to changing market conditions and competitive landscapes? 4. What role does risk management play in the development and execution of a corporate strategy? In our next lesson, we're going to discuss the business strategy. Bye.